Boost Mobile has been going through a lot of changes over the years, but I think this is the biggest change yet, and it's probably the best thing we've gotten from Boost in a long time. So let's get started. Now, a little bit of a history about the Boost Mobile brand. Boost Mobile was originally launched in 2001, then in 2003, Nextel acquired Boost, and then the year after that, Nextel and Sprint merged, which then meant that Boost was now under the Sprint umbrella. Now fast forward to more recently, Sprint and T-Mobile ended up merging, and as part of that merger, Boost Mobile needed to be separate from the new T-Mobile. So that's where Dish Network then came in, and they acquired Boost Mobile, and it's now one of several mobile brands under their umbrella. Now throughout that process, Boost has needed a network to operate on, and for the majority of time, Boost used Sprint's network. Then after the merger with T-Mobile, Boost was then migrated over to T-Mobile's network, and then more recently, it's been announced that AT&T is now the primary home for Boost Mobile. So at the moment, there are some customers that are using Boost Mobile on AT&T's network, but then there's also a majority of customers that are using Boost under T-Mobile's network. Now again, to clarify, I know this can be a bit confusing, but Boost Mobile is not owned by AT&T. Boost Mobile is simply using AT&T's network, but they are of course paying AT&T for the ability to use their network. Essentially, all the large carriers have extra bandwidth and space on their network. So instead of not utilizing that at all, they then offer that bandwidth and data at wholesale rates to brands like Boost Mobile, or in T-Mobile's case, they have Mint Mobile that is paying them to use their network. So it's a pretty good deal for the legacy operators like AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, because there's all these various prepaid carriers that have a customer base but no network, but then they have the network, but they don't have to worry about getting customers for their network. Of course, they already do that anyway, but this is just an additional way that they can make more money off their original investments when they built out these networks. So it's a win-win for everybody. And if you're curious what's the difference, because for example, why would someone sign up for the regular AT&T postpaid if they can get Boost Mobile on AT&T's network for less? Of course, you're using the same network with both carriers, but the difference is that the postpaid carriers like AT&T or even AT&T Prepaid or any of the other companies that are owned by AT&T that use their network, they give the customers on those carriers priority. So for example, if you're somewhere that's really busy with a ton of people in the area, and there happens to be a bunch of people using AT&T's network, but through AT&T themselves, then essentially if you're using Boost Mobile or any other carrier that uses AT&T's network, then you will be deprioritized over those people that are with the actual AT&T network. Now that might not sound very good at first, but in reality, it's not a big deal. There really are very few situations where you're going to be in an area where the network is just so congested that you're not able to use it with Boost Mobile, for example. So I wouldn't worry about that too much, but essentially that's the biggest difference. And then of course for customer service, you have to go directly through whichever carrier you bought your plan through. Now I can do a separate video in the future diving deeper into this, going through the differences between prepaid and postpaid. So let me know if you're interested in that. Now getting into the good part, Boost Mobile has some really awesome new plans out now. And I found out about this through Best MVNO. I follow them on Twitter, and they also have a really awesome blog as well. So I definitely recommend checking them out, and I will be linking to this article in the video description. Now, traditionally, the way it's worked, and you can still do this of course, is that with prepaid carriers, you pay for a month, and then you get a month of service, and then you repeat that process every month. And then you could either do that on auto pay, or you can just pay each month manually. Now that of course is still available, but the industry seems to be trending in a different direction, and this was pioneered by Mint Mobile. And essentially the way it works is that if you prepay several months in advance, then you will save even more per month. You can see right here on the Mint Mobile homepage, it says that you can get 3 months for free when you buy a 3-month plan. So essentially you're getting half off each month in exchange for getting 6 months of service locked in up front. So I suppose it's kind of a hybrid between prepaid and postpaid, but at the same time, you don't have to get approved or anything. You can just do this right away, just like you've been able to do with prepaid since the beginning. So this is essentially Boost Mobile's response to this new way of buying mobile plans. So they have some featured ones here, but the biggest one that's new is that if you pay for 12 months in advance at $25 per month, you can get unlimited talk, text, and data, and also 12 gigabytes of mobile hotspot. Now there is a catch to this, which I'll now get into. According to Best MVNO, which got this info from Boost Mobile's frequently asked questions page, essentially once you get to 35 gigabytes of data used, they will then throttle the speeds that you get down to 512 kilobits per second. So once you get past the 35 gigs and then you are throttled to that speed, that is pretty slow. And you could argue that it's not true unlimited data if you're only getting full speed data for the first 35 gigabytes. Now, getting 35 gigs of regular speed data for $25 a month is actually a really good deal, because you can see on Walmart's website, they have some older plans. And here's an example. Before, it was $25 a month, but you only got 5 gigs of LTE data. So going from 5 gigabytes maximum to 35 gigabytes is certainly quite an improvement here. And of course, they advertise it as unlimited on Boost Mobile's website, but again, it's debatable whether or not it's true unlimited if you are throttled after 35 gigs. So I'm going to call it unlimited because that's how it's advertised. But again, every carrier does this. I'm not really a big fan of it. And some carriers actually, if you use too much unlimited data, they could even just shut down your account completely. So it seems like every unlimited plan has some sort of limit into the future. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, I think the best part about this is that you really can find the perfect plan based on the amount of data you use. Now, every plan here does offer unlimited talk and text, so that's really not a factor when comparing the various plans. But you can see, for example, at the 12-month plan tier, you have options ranging from unlimited, 15 gigs a month, 5 gigs a month, and even just 1 gigabyte per month. Now, for the 1 gigabyte and 5 gigabyte options, that is for new customers only, so that is something to keep in mind. But you can see here, though, that if you just wanted 1 gigabyte per month, you could pay $100 for 12 months of service, which means that that would be just $8.33 per month. So that's pretty incredible that for $8.33, you can have an entire phone line. Now, of course, if you plan on using any sort of data beyond 1 gigabyte, you are going to be running into issues. But if you're constantly just within Wi-Fi, or maybe this is for a secondary phone, maybe it's for a business phone, but you don't want an actual business plan because those can really add up and get expensive, then this could be perfect. And then going into 6 months here, they do have for new customers 5 gigabytes per month for $15 per month, which means it would be $90 for 6 months of service. There's also a 3-month tier as well. So you can either do 5 gigabytes for $15 per month, or you can do unlimited for $30 per month. They also still have monthly plans. So this is pretty consistent with how it's been since the beginning. And this is where you can really see the big price difference. So for $50 per month monthly, you can get unlimited. But if you want to pay 12 months in advance, you can essentially get the same service for half the price. So again, if you are someone who knows you're going to be on Boost Mobile for a long time and you have $300 to part ways with, then getting unlimited for $25 per month really is pretty awesome there. Now, that $25 per month unlimited tier is becoming more and more popular throughout the various prepaid carriers. Now, we don't have time today, of course, to go through every carrier, but Visible is another example where you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $25 per month. They do it a little bit differently though, because the actual plan itself is $40 per month, but you can join a group, which is called Party Pay, which I've already talked about in a separate video in the past. But essentially, if you have 3 other people in your group, and these can even be people you don't know, there's a Visible subreddit where you can learn more about that. But essentially, it can bring your bill down to just $25 per month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Now, one difference though with Visible is that you do get unlimited hotspot as well, which is very impressive too. Visible is actually offering their own exclusive discount on Walmart's website, and you can see here that you can actually get 3 months for $60 total. So this is for your first 3 months, but essentially you can get this service for just $20 per month, and that gives you unlimited talk, text, and data, and hotspot as well. So that's pretty awesome. I actually just bought this, and I actually have the SIM card. I'm gonna set that up right after this video and make a separate video about that, but I wanted to let you know about that too in case maybe you are considering this $25 a month unlimited plan from Boost Mobile. Just know that there are other similar plans from other companies, and Visible is another really interesting one as well. But again, if you want to get the deal for 3 months for $60, then you will have to get that through Walmart exclusively. You can't get that through Visible's website, and I will be linking to that in the video description, and I've also done a recent video about this deal as well here in the channel. Now, one other thing I wanted to mention before ending this video is the current status of the various phones being offered by Boost Mobile. So they offer phones through their website, at their stores. Also, Walmart and I believe Target as well offers Boost Mobile. And there's also a variety of independent Boost Mobile dealers out there. But at least going on their website here, I've covered pretty much all these phones, minus a couple of them. The Galaxy A02s, I covered that about a year ago. The Moto G Pure, that is a pretty recent launch. I just covered that. Same thing with the T-Mobile 20XE, pretty decent budget phone as well. And you can see too that buying directly through Boost, the phones will be locked to Boost, but you can save quite a bit of money in exchange. Now this phone, the Celero 5G, I have not covered that. I'm not sure if I even have time to cover it, but my friend TechRight has covered it, so check out his channel to learn more about this device. But I've covered the Moto G Power, the Moto G Stylus 5G, the A71 5G. I don't really cover iPhones. I've covered the A12, A32 5G. So if you are looking to get a Boost Mobile device, then definitely take a look at my channel, as I have covered the majority of the ones being offered by Boost. But anyway, I know that was a lot for this video. I haven't actually made a Boost Mobile specific video in, I think, about a year or so at this point. So there was a lot I wanted to touch on in this video, but hopefully you found it to be helpful and interesting. I definitely want to do more Boost coverage in the future, so let me know what else you want to see. But with all that said, let me know what you think of this new $25 per month unlimited plan, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and have a great rest of your day. Bye.